Welcome to the Metals Investment Forum. This year we have a newcomer. It's a Timberline resource. They has been here for a while, and I heard of their story for many years. The insider always very excited about their story, but until this year has been pretty much dormant. And welcome here, Patrick Highsmith here. He just became the CEO of Timberline with the famous geologist Quentin Henning. Welcome, Patrick.
Thank you, Chen. It's good to be here.
Yeah, congratulations to your new assignment. So what excites you? What make you guys suddenly look at the Timberline and then think, oh, this is one to go? And what make you join you and Quentin joined the company recently?
You know, Chen, it seemed like a lot of things aligned with Timberline. Quentin Henney and I go back maybe 18 years or something, and both geologists. I'm a geochemist, a little bit different specialty, but we've known each other a long time, and there was a lot of trust there. And we looked at a lot of gold assets together in the last 6 months, particularly as the gold market was really, starting to take off. And we realized at that time that Timberline, a team that we knew pretty well actually, had consolidated the land position. And even though the cycle had been very tough for a few years, you now had a district, Chen, that really held together with a lot of land on trend. We knew mineralization came to surface. We even knew there was some grade there, but you really got to get the land secured. And that had been done through the hard work of Steve Osterberg and the team there. So we love the geological potential already. Now we had a consolidated land position. And when we had a careful look of the sort of new interpretation of the geology over the work of the last couple of years, we realized that high-grade mineralization at Timberline, at Eureka, the Eureka project, had potential to really grow. So when we assessed that, we looked around the district and we said, well, there's more than one target here. And if you look at the footprint of the lookout mineralization, where the historic pit was, and you could replicate a target of that scale 3 or 4 or 5 times around this district, Chen, we see multi-million ounce potential there, and a team of high integrity people and an infusion of new capital and new enthusiasm we thought could really move things along. And it was already a team that we knew and were able to work with. So a lot of things seemed to align at once. And of course, as you know, in the mining industry, a network of people who trust each other and like to work together is a good thing. And you put that with a good asset and good things will happen.
Oh, good. I mean, I knew Timberline for almost 10 years. I know those people who were, try to hold on, those consolidate and doing all the hard work during the downturn. Very hard to raise money. I talked to them a few times. They just pitch in their own money. So there's a very high percentage ownership of the board level. I heard it's about 28%, which is highly unusual for the company's management and board has so much commitment to this project. And I heard this is a very big land package and very rare in Nevada right now because every land has been staked.
Exactly. Yeah, we think the asset at Eureka is unique, not just because it's a large land position, Chen, but if you look at junior companies that are trying to compete in Nevada with all those big companies, it's hard to put that land position together. And when you do, the targets are probably a little deeper, a little bit more obscure. And here in Timberline, we have Carlin type mineralization at surface. Some of it is oxide. So there's the potential at least for heap leach, which could be exciting, but there's also high grade. We can go into the historic pit and see 8 gram per ton mineralization at surface. And we can't think of another junior company, certainly not one with a market cap close to ours, that has such a large land position with such a high quality resource at surface. And of course, that means there's potential to grow it and do this all over again and turn this into a multi-million ounce play.
Exactly. I saw there was a report by Quentin with the fund he was associated with, and he mentioned visually from that area, he sees millions of ounces of gold potentially. Okay, this is blue sky potentially millions, if not much more of that. So can you describe a little bit what the you and Quentin's vision on exploring, and then when can I know it will take some time to drilling to prove your theory. This is one of the last sleeping giant in Nevada.
Yes, it's as we've seen in the Quentin's video with Crescat Capital, and Quentin's a director of the company. To be clear to your audience, he is a director of the company and obviously an enthusiast for our work, and so am I. But the concept is we have these structural corridors through the right host rocks, Chen, and so the rocks are broken up. There's plumbing there. We realized through the work starting about 10 or 15 years ago that when we did more core drilling, when we were able to see the rocks better, we could ascertain the controls on the high-grade mineralization better. So that's how you get to an assessment of more potential like this. As you look at a pod, or for instance, our historic resource has 500,000 ounces in the measured and indicated category, and that's been reported, in a 43-101 technical report, and that's been known for some time. But when we add the high-grade potential that we've now seen to the east of that, which has also been press release and is in our presentation, we see that that zone continues out to the east, gets a little deeper, and there's good grade there, over 5-gram material at depth there. And so now what we did is we assessed that structural environment, Chen, and in the video, actually, Quentin looks at one of the photos looking south, and you can see that pod of mineralization on this side of a valley. And we realized that its geology continues across to the other side of the valley. Now there's potential for that pod to grow just in that one sort of structural corridor, that one target setting where we know the right rocks are already there. So then you could say, well, this could easily double or triple. And then you could have a plus 1 million or more deposit just there. But again, we have 12 kilometers of strike length of drilled gold in this system. So if we do that 3 or 4 times, we believe there is potential for this to grow to 3 to 5 million ounces or even more. A lot of hard work will be required, but we believe the setting is there for that type of potential.
Well, great. Very exciting. So you just done some drilling, and then you seem to have seen something very exciting. So when do you see, what did you see, and when do you believe you have some results coming?
Yes, as we reported in our press release earlier this week, we have completed about 80% of a drill program. The first bit of that was reverse circulation drilling in and around the existing resource, stepping out to the east and the north a little bit, focusing again on these rocks that have yielded higher grades in the past. And those rocks, we did report, we've seen alteration, we've seen the presence of arsenic sulfide minerals, which often go with the gold. So we've seen some good looking rocks, no assays yet, but it looks as though we're starting to break through that logjam in the labs, Chen. So we do believe we'll have drill results starting before American Thanksgiving here this month. So we're very excited about that. We've also gone off and drilled a few core holes. Better geological record, of course, when you drill core. We're going a little deeper to test continuations of this mineralization. And of course, there were intercepts down there, Chen, as we discussed, 20 meters of 12 grams we've drilled historically and reported that. It's over 7 meters of 22 grams per ton, 28 meters of 7 grams per ton. This material exists in the district, and the key is to have the right team to find the next core of that type of grades in this system and in the next several targets that we'll be testing. So to answer your question, drill results will start coming here in November. And we've been drilling for a few months and the lab's just catching up. So we expect those results to continue flowing into December. And of course, we still have active geophysics going on the property to help generate the next set of targets and further refine the resource area we're already working in.
Well, excellent. So you have a lot of excitement coming for the next 1 month, 1 or 2 months, and then we hopefully to see you hit the great target that you mentioned, like 8 gram, 10 gram, 5 gram, very long interception, and maybe in the future you come back, give us a report, see what you found.
We look forward to keeping you filled in the future, Chen, because we think this all leads to a very aggressive program in 2021, and that could really be the game changer for Timberline.
Okay, great. Good luck. Wish you have a big discovery in 2021.
Thanks very much.
Again, I'm here with the Timberline resource. It has been dormant for many, many years, and then not very people know this new story. And then recently, it has been changed completely. So I'm very pleased here at Patrick Highsmith. Good luck with you, and I'll see you later.
Thank you, Chen. Good luck to you as well.